comes in at closing time, when all the stews are free. She drops a nickel in the jukebox and she asked for C3. That song's been playing every night for going on 3 years. Nobody asks about it anymore, they just adjust their ears. The cook looks up from cleaning and the waitress rolls her eyes, but there's a softness in the way they let the song surprise. They've all heard why she plays it, though she's never said a word. Is the kind of story everybody's understood, but never heard. She played that song again tonight at the Blue Spoon Diner close. She plays it for the one she loves, the one she loves the most. Irene and the jukebox have an understanding here that some songs are for the living and some songs for the dear. The record's almost worn now, where the needle hits C3. The manager keeps ordering the same one just to see that Irene gets to play it when the diner shuts its eyes. Some things deserve the reverence of everyday goodbyes. Tonight she sat a little longer, staring at the box. The song played twice around and she just sat and watched the clocks. She left a bigger tip tonight and pulled her collar tight and walked out in the falling rain into the Tuesday night. She played that song again tonight at the Blue Spoon Diner close. She plays it for the one she loves, the one she loves the most. Irene and the jukebox have an understanding here that some songs are for the living and some songs for the dear. Wipe the counter down now, put the chairs up for the night, and let's see C3 keep playing in the parking lot's cold light.
He sets the board up every morning at 9:15. The piece is worn from decades, but the strategy's still fine. He moves the white king's pawn and waits as if someone's across. An empty chair, his only opponent in this beautiful loss. He won the city tournament in '52, they say. He keeps the trophy hidden now behind a framed bouquet. His wife would come and watch him then with coffee and her smile. He He still sets out 2 cups now in his singular old style. Every move a memory, he plays against the past. The bishop guards a corner that was never meant to last. Old man in the window seat with everything to give, still playing all the games of life and learning how to live. The young men at the counter look and wonder why he stays. He's working out a problem that has lasted 40 days. It isn't really chess he plays, it's something more like time. The end game isn't winning, it is finding the sublime. He tips the black queen gently in a gesture old and known, and sits back in his chair as if a verdict has been shown. He'll set the board up once again tomorrow at the same, because the point was never in the ending of the game. Every move a memory, he plays against the past. The bishop guards a corner that was never meant to last. Old man in the window seat with everything to give, still playing all the games of life and learning how to live. He folds his coat and heads back to the street with careful grace. A man who carries whole worlds in the lines upon his face.
The grinder turns and coffee fills the room with something like an answer to the gloom of any morning that might feel too gray. And someone puts a jazz record on to play. The trumpet comes in bright and perfectly. The bass swings in to set the rhythm free. And suddenly the kitchen is a place where morning finds its comfortable grace. The smell of coffee and the sound of jazz are everything a morning ever has. 2 senses met with satisfaction deep, a reason to get up instead of sleep. The smell of coffee and the jazz combined are the very best I'm going to find to start the day with everything I need. A little rhythm and a bean to grind. I pour the dark brew in a favorite cup and let the rising warmth come rising up against my face like music from below. The place where all the best mornings go. The piano and the coffee understand each other like the heart and like the hand, inseparable as rhythm is from The smell of coffee and the sound of jazz are everything a morning ever has. Two senses met with satisfaction deep, a reason to get up instead of sleep. Before the email and the list of things, before the day unfolds its heavy wings, this is the hour I protect for me. Coffee, jazz, and absolute tranquility. The fragrance rises, the piano swings, and this small morning has the greatest things that life can offer if you know to look. A cup, a chord, and time enough to cook. The cup is empty and the record's done, but I'm already in it. I've begun the kind of day that coffee and jazz start, with rhythm in the body and the heart. Tomorrow morning I will do the same. Put on the record, set the coffee frame. The smell of beans, the sound of piano keys, the only morning ritual I need. Coffee and jazz on a slow morning, no better way to greet the dawning.
Snow is on the window frame tonight. The fire crackles in its amber light. I've wrapped a blanket around my reading chair, and old jazz fills the cold December air. The trumpet sounds like steam from somewhere warm, a melody to ride above the storm. The piano drops like embers, slow and red, and winter jazz is everything I've said. Old jazz warms the coldest winter night, like a fire burning soft and bright. Every note is heat against the cold, every song a story to be told. Oh jazz, let me wrap inside your sound. Let the winter weather wrap around the warmth that only music can provide. On a cold night, jazz is where I hide. The wind outside picks up along the street and sends the snow in spirals and in sleet. But in this room with jazz upon the air, there is no cold that music cannot bear. I think of all the winter nights before, when jazz was playing right outside my door, and how each winter brought its vintage sound and how the music always kept me found. Old jazz warms the coldest winter night, like a fire burning soft and bright. Every note is heat against the cold, every song a story to be told. They say the summers when the music blooms, but jazz was always made for firelit rooms. In the middle of the deepest winter cold, when all the summer stories have been told, the jazz comes back with something that it knows. That warmth is music when the cold wind blows. So pull your chair in closer to the flame, and let the winter jazz play on again. The snow has stopped and everything is white, a quiet beauty underneath the night. The jazz plays on, the fire settles low, and I am here in all this winter glow. Tomorrow there'll be cold and work to do, but tonight the jazz has made the winter new. A perfect evening, winter and its song, in a warm room where I have always belonged. Old jazz on a cold winter night, the fire and the music burning bright. Let the winter have its snow and cold. I have jazz and I'm not growing old.
He carried a notebook and a compass everywhere he went, and every cafe that he found was carefully documented. The coordinates, the coffee, and the quality of light, the sound the afternoon made, and how the chairs sat right. He'd been to 40 countries and had maps of every kind, but none of them described the things he needed most to find. He said the world's geography was fine for boats and planes, but someone had to chart the soul's interior terrains. Every coffee shop has its own coordinates, he'd say, a north of conversation and a south of going away. The cartographer who mapped only cafes knew the score, that all the best locations are the ones worth staying for. He found one in Vienna with a table near the wall, where Einstein once had coffee and the owner kept the scrawl. He framed the coordinates in gold beside his door at home, a reminder
that the beautiful is never far to roam. He published just one volume with a cover worn and soft. The maps were barely legible, but people bought it often. They said the maps were wrong, but felt entirely true. Like every undiscovered cafe felt like something new. Every coffee shop has its own coordinates, he'd say. A north of conversation and a south of going away. The cartographer who mapped only cafes knew the score, that all the best locations are the ones worth staying for. Find your own coordinates and put them in your book. The best cafe you've ever loved is worth a second look. Morning light slides across the window pane. Silver spoons and porcelain in the rain. A waiter moves as if he knows the tune. The city wakes beneath a pale blue noon. There's a hush between the cups and chairs. A little dream suspended in the air. In old Vienna, where the coffee steams, we gather up our faded golden dreams. Soft jazz circles through the candle glow, and time walks slowly where the old trams go. A lady reads a letter by the wall. Two friends exchange a laugh, quiet and small. The pastry case shines under amber light, and every face looks softer, warm and bright. The marble tables keep 1,000 tales of whispered names and winter-coated trails. In old Vienna, where the coffee steams, we gather up our faded golden dreams. Soft jazz circles through the candle glow, and time walks slowly where the old trams go. Glide like smoke above the room, a violin dissolving all the gloom. Outside the street is damp with gentle grace. Inside the hour lingers in this place. A clock above the mirror marks the day, but nobody's rushing far away. The pages turn, the little teaspoons chime, and every note is honeyed, slow and fine. In old Vienna, where the coffee steams, we gather up our faded golden dreams. Soft jazz circles through the candle glow,
storms go. Good night to streets of stone and cafe lights. Good night to all who linger through the night. In old Vienna, where the hours softly flow, the jazz remembers all we used to know. In a little Budapest cafe, the day begins to bloom. Porcelain cups are waking in a lace and shadow room. Sunrise in Budapest, opening the cafe. Fresh coffee, empty chairs, waiting for stories. Through the quiet window, silver morning starts to flow, and every chair remembers every soul it used to know. Old streets breathe in rhythm, soft and slow. Hearts and coffee warm against the glow. Morning light is pouring through the lace and smoke. Candles, cups, and city lights begin to gently smoke. In this old world room where tender hours remain, Regeli fein hulas ablakon. Budapest is singing low through coffee, jazz, and rain. Pages turn like sparrows, pens begin their daily flight. Waiters glide like shadows through the amber-painted light. Max Kucker below us keeps the pulse beneath our feet, and the Danube hums a harmony both distant and complete. Every little clink becomes a vow. Time is old, but it belongs to now. Morning light is pouring through the lace and smoke. Vintage dreams are circling softly through the window smoke. In this faithful room where velvet memories remain, Regeli fein hulas ablakon. Budapest is singing low through coffee, jazz, and rain. If you study, if you wander, if you work or simply stay, there is room beneath the lamplight for your heart to lose the day. Apron strings and folded newspapers, laughter, hats and gloves, all the tiny human weather drifting through the room we love. Sia, Regi Varos, keep us for a while. Let the saxophone and river share the same slow smile. Let the gramophone remember every whispered name. Let the night arrive in satin and the embers stay the same. Evening comes like velvet, blue along the river stones. Somewhere past the tram line, bells reply in tender tones. Still the little cafe gathers every scattered thought, turning work to wonder and turning quiet into salt. Morning light is pouring through the lace and smoke. Hold this fading hour inside the candle's amber cloak. In this old Budapest room where gentle hearts remain, regeli fényhol ablakon, Budapest is singing low through coffee, jazz and rain. He never touched an afternoon canvas, he would say. The light is compromised by everything that happened in the day. By noon the world has all its shadows in the wrong places. Morning light is the only light that tells the truth in faces. He set his easel up before the cafes found their voice, and painted the first hour like it was the universe's choice. The waiter laying out the cups, the chair not yet sat in, the cafe in the interval between the night and the beginning. The painter only painted mornings, and he was known to say that all the truest beauty lives before the light of day has been negotiated by the needs of ordinary men. The morning is the only time that things are new again. He left his paintings unfinished always at the stroke of 9, and walked away from canvas and from easel and from line, because he said the morning ends, and if you stay too long you start to paint the afternoon, and that is something wrong. They hang now in a gallery where mornings live all day. The curator turns off the lights at noon without delay. She says she's honoring his rule about the quality of light, and every painting only shows the world before it got it right. The painter only painted mornings, and he was known to say that all the truest beauty lives before the light of day has been negotiated by the needs of ordinary men. The morning is the only time that things are new again. Wake at 5 and see the world before it knows you're there. The painter knew the morning light is something wild and rare. breeze, a quiet little corner where the whole world breathes. The waiter ties the awning back, the street begins to shine, and somewhere in the gentle hour your footsteps enter mine. A newspaper arose, a breeze that barely shows, and all the little morning things grow softer as you come. Springlight on the terrace, brews in silver green, coffee dark as memory, flowers bright as dream. Springlight on the terrace, take your time with me. Let the bells and bicycles drift into melody. You sit where sun can find you, half shadow, half in gold, the softest kind of beauty the old town ever told. A trumpet on the radio leans low against the air, and I forget the world beyond the shape of you right there. No need to hurry through this pale and pretty blue, for some of life's most faithful joys arrive in quiet hue. Springlight on the terrace, rouge and silver green, coffee dark as memory, flowers bright as dream. Springlight on the terrace, take your time with me. Let the bells and bicycles drift into melody. There will be louder days than this, more dazzling scenes and careless bliss, but none may ever hold the art of how this stillness touched the heart. A terrace cup and city square, a little blossom in your hair, a guitar string, a trumpet sigh, and one fine spring beneath the sky. Springlight on the terrace, brews in silver green, coffee dark as memory, flowers bright as dream. Springlight on the terrace, take your time with me. Let the bells and bicycles drift into melody. And when the day turns warm and free, a piece of it stays here with me, in silver green, in cup and tree, in springlight on the terrace. Morning light slides across the window pane, silver spoons and porcelain in the rain. A waiter moves as if he knows the tune. The city wakes beneath a pale blue noon. There's a hush between the cups and chairs, a little dream suspended in the air. In old Vienna, where the coffee steams, we gather up our faded golden dreams. Soft jazz circles through the candle glow, and time walks slowly where the old trams go. A lady reads a letter by the wall. Two friends exchange a laugh, quiet and small. The pastry case shines under amber light, and every face looks softer, warm and bright. The marble tables keep 1,000 tales of whispered names and winter-coated trails. In old Vienna, where the coffee steams, we gather up our faded golden dreams. Soft jazz circles through the candle glow, and time walks slowly where the old trams go. Planet like smoke above the room, a violin dissolving all the gloom. Outside the street is damp with gentle grace. Inside the hour lingers in this place. A clock above the mirror marks the day, but nobody is rushing far away. The pages turn, the little teaspoons chime, and every note is honeyed, slow and fine. In old Vienna, where the coffee steams, we gather up our faded golden dreams. Soft jazz circles through the candle glow, and time walks slowly where the old trams go. Goodnight to streets of stone and cafe light. Goodnight to all who linger through the night. In old Vienna, where the hours softly flow, the jazz remembers all we used to know.
In een klein café in de Jordaan, waar de regen zacht blijft vallen, speelt een oude melodie voor de eenzame harten van de stad. De avond hangt als fluweel over bruggen nat van licht. Een lantaarn trilt op het water als een droom die langzaam zwicht. Binnen ruikt het naar koffie, naar hout, tabak en tijd. De pianist buigt naar de toetsen en speelt de nacht heel wijd. Een zak zucht zacht bij het raam, de bas loopt warm en laag. En alles wat ik niet kon zeggen, klinkt mooier dan vandaag. Onder de regen van de Jordaan laat ik mijn zorgen langzaam gaan. Bij kaarslicht, jazz en oude wijn mag deze nacht voor altijd zijn. Onder de regen van Amsterdam, waar ik mezelf weer tegenkwam, zingt elke noot zo zacht voor mij. De stad is stil, de droom dichtbij. Een vrouw met rode lippen lacht, haar handschoen rust naast haar glas. Zij kijkt naar buiten, naar de gracht, alsof daar ooit haar liefde was. De ober sluit de gordijnen half, de klok slaat 10, misschien al 11. Maar niemand haast zich naar morgen, iedereen blijft bij zichzelf. De regen tekent zilveren lijnen op het raam van ons café. En in de rook van oude jaren drijft mijn hart heel zachtjes mee. Onder de regen van de Jordaan laat ik mijn zorgen langzaam gaan. Bij kaarslicht, jazz en oude wijn mag deze nacht voor altijd zijn. Onder de regen van Amsterdam, waar ik mezelf weer tegenkwam, zingt elke noot zo zacht voor mij. De stad is stil, de droom dichtbij. Misschien verdwijnt dit ogenblik wanneer de ochtend openbreekt. Maar in de stilte van de stad blijft wat de jazz vanavond spreekt. Geen haast, geen harde woorden, alleen de regen op de steen. Amsterdam houdt mij nog even en ik ben niet meer alleen. Onder de regen van de Jordaan laat ik mijn zorgen langzaam gaan. Bij kaarslicht, jazz en oude wijn mag deze nacht voor altijd zijn. Onder de regen van Amsterdam, waar ik mezelf weer tegenkwam, zingt elke noot zo zacht voor mij. De stad is stil, de droom dichtbij. De laatste tonen worden zacht, de regen kust de oude straat. In Amsterdam blijft deze nacht als jazz die nooit verloren gaat.
They say the fire started in the kitchen after close, when the saxophone player was packing up his clothes. The flames found the piano first, the way that fire does. Then everything that made the Roseland what it was. The records on the shelf above the bar went one by one, each title a small biography of someone's favorite run. Coltrane and Bill Evans and a lady singing blues. The fire took them all like it was taking something true. The music played one extra night inside the fire, they say. The records cracked and sang themselves before they burned away. The jazz club that burned down in '58 still plays in the memory of everyone who sat inside its haze. A trumpet player on the street outside said he could hear a song he'd never played before but somehow held most dear. The fire department said it was the wooden beams at night, but the musicians knew a different story in the light. They built a parking lot upon the lot where it once stood, as if the only answer for a ruin is something good. But on the 1st of every January, someone leaves a flower pressed against the asphalt in the cold and quiet hour. The music played one extra night inside the fire, they say. The records cracked and sang themselves before they burned away. The jazz club that burned down in '58 still plays in the memory of everyone who sat inside its haze. Leave the flower on the asphalt, let the memory burn right. Some jazz clubs live forever in the ash and in the light. October 1950, and the sky was the wrong kind. The harbor master wrote it in the log with his full mind. Wind out of the northeast and the barometric low, and 17 boats still in the water with nowhere to go. He called each captain personally on the harbor line, told them what the instruments were saying about the time. 3 came in by afternoon and 2 said they'd be fine, and 12 went quiet on the radio somewhere past the 9. He wrote down everything he couldn't stop in the ledger bound, every name and every vessel and each desperate sound. The harbor master's log in the year of the great storm was the only honest record of the night that lost its form. He sat at the radio through the entire night alone,
and heard the ones who checked in and the ones who didn't phone. By morning when the Coast Guard went, he had the numbers right. He gave them every detail of the terrible Friday night. The log still sits behind the glass in the maritime hall, open to the page where October held its fall. Visitors lean in to read the entries small and thin, the careful handwriting of a man who stayed within. He wrote down everything he couldn't stop in the ledger bound. Every name and every vessel and each desperate sound. The harbor master's log in the year of the great storm was the only honest record of the night that lost its form. Write down everything you witness with the hand that holds the pen. The harbor master knew the record outlasts mortal man.
There's a record store on Maple that they're closing down today. The man who ran it 60 years is slowly walking away. He pulls the cardboard boxes from the shelves behind the glass, and every album holds a year he wishes wouldn't pass. I used to come in Saturdays and flip through stacks of gold. He'd recommend the ones he said my young soul should be told. Coltrane and Miles Davis and a lady named Billie Jean. The greatest songs were always in the places in between. The last waltz of the record store is playing out today. The saxophones are crying for a world that slipped away. We built our lives around these grooves, these scratches and these songs, and now the music's fading like it never did belong. Side B was always better than the hit they put on one. The hidden little treasure in the fading afternoon sun. We pressed our ears to speakers and we listened to the whole, not just the shiny single, but the music of the soul. He locks the door behind him and he doesn't look around, just pockets up the key and walks away without a sound. The window holds his reflection for the last time as he leaves, and somewhere in the empty store a needle softly breathes. The last waltz of the record store is playing out today. The saxophones are crying for a world that slipped away. We built our lives around these grooves, these scratches and these songs, and now the music's fading like it never did belong. Buy me side B one more time before they close the store. I promise I'll remember every note behind that door.
He mixes paints the color of ambition and old gold, and climbs the ladder with a brush and everything he's told. A new store needs a sign, and he's the man the town employs to give the new beginning its particular noise. He painted Kowalski's meats in burgundy and cream, and Miller's hardware in a blue that matches someone's dream. Each letter has a serif that he carves into the wood, because a sign says who you are, and who you are is good. He gave the town its voice in gold and red and pine, one letter at a time along the 40-year skyline. The painter of store signs on Main Street left his mark in every shop front name that shines against the dark. He said the hardest letter in the English is the S, because it has to feel both proud and also dispossessed. A letter that goes two directions simultaneously, like any good ambition in a town of history. When he retired, the town held a ceremony in the square and pointed to the 20 years of signage everywhere. He looked around and said, I didn't build the town, you know.
I just told the town what name it wanted the world to know. He gave the town its voice in gold and red and pine, one letter at a time along the 40-year skyline. The painter of store signs on Main Street left his mark in every shop front name that shines against the dark. Paint the letters carefully, give every name its weight. A sign above a door is how the world meets what's great.
She lines the windowsills with jars of different shapes and years, each one a particular rain from a particular sphere. April 1951, when everything felt new. September 54, when the horizon changed its blue. She doesn't share them readily, she shows them only when someone sits beside her who has lived inside the rain. She says this one is for the kind of grief that comes in waves, and this one is the rain that fell the day she misbehaves. She had a jar for every season's particular sorrow, and one for the unexplained feeling about tomorrow. The woman who collected rain was simply keeping track of all the skies above her and the skies that won't come back. A visitor once asked her if the rain all tastes the same. She opened one from 58 and said, not in the name of any ordinary thing I've tasted or I've held. Each rain has its own character, its own particular spell. When she passed away, they found the jar still lined and labeled true. Nobody knew exactly what the right thing was to do, so they put them in the garden and let the seasons have their say, and let the collected rain of 30 years return that way. She had a jar for every season's particular sorrow, and one for the unexplained feeling about tomorrow. The woman who collected rain was simply keeping track of all the skies above her and the skies that won't come back. Put a jar out on the sill and let the rain come in. The collector of rain knew sorrow is where beauty begins.
spinning near the window. Tiny crackles, soft and low. Sunlight paints the dust like diamonds in a room of amber glow. Someone left the curtains open to the canal and waking trees, and the melody comes drifting with the scent of roasted beans. Vinyl spinning near the window. Take me where the slow hours go, where the heart can rest its worries in the warmth of trumpet gold. Let the morning hold me gently, like a coat against the cold. Vinyl spinning near the window. Turn my quiet into soul. A woman writes in blue ink silence. A man removes his hat and sighs. The waiter polishes the glasses till they shine like April skies. Every note becomes a ribbon floating through the painted room, and the old song seems to promise nothing lovely ends too soon. Vinyl spinning near the window. Take me where the slow hours go, where the heart can rest its worries in the warmth of trumpet gold. Let the morning hold me gently, like a coat against the cold. Vinyl spinning near the window. Turn my quiet into soul. Needle on the black horizon, round and round the feeling goes. Time may wear its sharper edges, but the old song always knows how to smooth the ache of yesterday, how to bless the day begun, how to make a room feel holy with coffee, jazz, and sun. Vinyl spinning near the window. Keep your fragile fire alive. Every little hiss and heartbeat makes forgotten hours survive. In the cafe by the water, where the light pours soft and slow, teach my restless heart to glow. Crackle, whisper, brushed refrain, a little loss, a little gain. And morning in old lion knows how music helps a spirit close.
Rain on the pan, lights on the canal, coffee in the dusk. There is blue on the canal and golden doors, a perfect half of sorrow, half of peace. At the window hangs the shimmer of the storm. Yet in this room the world is all release. Old film colors soften every face. Brown cafe walls hold shadows tenderly. And from the speakers comes a velvet tune that sounds like rain, remembering the sea. And the room grows warmer as the shadows fall, like the city saved a little piece for us all. Pour the night in a coffee cup, let the old jazz fill it up. Amsterdam in the rain-washed gleam, you are memory, you are dream. You are every lantern on the waterline, every note that says the evening will be fine. Past the trams and bridges, past the glowing signs, the quiet narrow houses lean and wait, as though they know that some hearts travel far, only to find stillness by a rainy gate. Here a smile is small but honest as the light. Here the tables know the names of tired hands, and every chord descends like evening fog across the oldest and the kindest land. Pour the night in a coffee cup, let the old jazz fill it up. Amsterdam in the rain-washed gleam, you are memory, you are dream. You are every lantern on the waterline, every note that says the evening will be fine. Nothing is loud here, nothing needs to be, just the rustle of a coat, the hiss of tea, and the city breathing softly through the rain, as if to tell us we may rest again. for the night in a coffee cup. Let the old jazz fill it up. Amsterdam in the rain-washed gleam. You are memory, you are dream. You are every lantern on the waterline, every note that says the evening will be fine. Keep this song beneath the window's glow. Keep this room where quiet people go. Keep Amsterdam alive in dusk and steam. A vintage frame around a softer dream. Rain writes silver letters on the window by my chair. I found a small republic of calm inside a lantern-lit arcade where porcelain and lamplight make a treaty with the rain. And every coat that passes carries stories in the grain. The waiter moves like midnight with a practiced kind of grace. A record turns in amber and puts patience in the space. Outside the windows shimmer with 1,000 softened gleams. Inside the room the piano folds the weather into dreams. Stay a little longer, Prague, and play me soft and low. Stay until the last cup cools, the last tram bell is gold. Stay until the river writes the parts we never told. Stay until the lamplit glass has gentled every ache, and all the weary evening knows exactly how to break. A woman with an umbrella leaves petals in the hall. A newspaper lies sleeping by the coat rack near the wall. The saxophone is velvet and the brushes barely speak, like footsteps on old bridges. At the end of every week I taste the dark roast quiet and the sugar of the hour. The city turns from iron into rain-reflected flour. No one needs a grand goodbye, the room already knows how evenings in old Prague become the way a memory grows. Stay a little longer, Prague, and play me soft and low. Stay a little longer now, the night is tender slow. Let the coffee house keep watch where softer sorrows go. Stay until the bridge lamps blur like halos on the stream, and every pane of weather learns to carry one more dream. Should the last tram fade to silence, leave the cup half warm for memory, and one chair turn toward the rain. Let the bass walk carefully between the hours we keep. Let the trumpet kiss the dark and tuck the rooftops into sleep. Stay a little longer, Prague, and play me soft and low. Stay until the room grows dim and all the chairs are kind. Stay until the rain leaves only silver in the mind. Stay until the final chord hangs quiet in the blue. And Prague, in all her evening grace, sings back a little too. Coffee, steam, window rain, cobblestone and lantern flame. Old city, soft city, keep me in your frame. Tonight, tonight, tonight.
It leans against the wall in a corner of the club, a silent giant waiting since before the first love. The owner says it came with a building when he bought a double bass that someone left and someone else forgot. The player who arrives each Thursday treats it like his own. He bows a note so low it seems to come from somewhere grown. Beneath the floor, beneath the street, beneath the city's hum, a frequency that everyone feels but never hums. The upright bass in the corner, nobody mentions much, has absorbed 40 years of music in its wood and touch. It holds the room together when the piano finds its key. The bass is just the ground beneath the melody. A musician told me once that bass is really prayer, the thing beneath the surface that says I'm still here. The lowest note is holding up the highest note above, and the upright bass in the corner is the architecture of love. When the player leaves on Fridays, he leans it back against the wood, never locks the case because he says it never should be sealed away from breathing and from taking in the air. A bass needs to live inside the room to be aware. The upright bass in the corner, nobody mentions much, has absorbed 40 years of music in its wood and touch. It holds the room together when the piano finds its key. The bass is just the ground beneath the melody.
Leave the bass against the wall and let the room be held by something deep and resonant that never needs to be spelled.
He moved between the tables with his guitar in his hand. He didn't play for couples or for those who'd made their plans. He had a sixth sense for the ones who came in looking down, the ones who ordered quietly and barely wore a sound. He'd sit beside them gently without asking if it's fine, and play a soft arrangement of whatever seems to align. He didn't need a word from them. He read the way they sat, the way a person holds a cup can tell you where they're at. He played for the lonely ones, the ones who came in alone, who ordered for themselves and never tried to use the phone. His music was a company that didn't need return, just a warmth beside the solitude that helped a person turn. He said once that the lonely ones are just the bravest kind. They come into the world each day with absolutely nothing lined, no safety net of company to catch the falling through, just themselves and a cafe and the morning coming new. I was lonely on a Tuesday, and he came and sat nearby. He didn't say a word but played until I stopped asking why. And when he rose and left again, he touched my shoulder light, as if to say the loneliness is also how you find the right. He played for the lonely ones, the ones who came in alone, who ordered for themselves and never tried to use the phone. His music was a company that didn't need return, just a warmth beside this solitude that helped a person turn. Find the lonely one beside you and just sit and breathe and play. Sometimes the kindest music is the kind you give away. Custard tarts beside a notebook, cream and cinnamon in air. Window light falls on the margins and the hush is everywhere. Custard sweetness turning pages and the low cafe heartbeat. I let the room grow tender while the quiet starts to sing. Read a little, dream a little, let the softer minutes flow. Let the old jazz hold the evening, let the warm room slow my mind. In Lisbon time is softer and the restless world grows kind. I can read, I can dream, I can drift and breathe again. Coffee writes a silver ribbon in the sunlight by the pane. Old blue tiles remember softly every winter, every rain. Pages turn like little sailboats drifting through a calmer hour. And Lisbon keeps my heartbeat in the hush of stone and flower. Read a little, dream a little, let the softer minutes flow. Let the old jazz hold the evening, let the warm room slow my mind. In Lisbon time is softer and the restless world grows kind. I can read, I can dream, I can drift and breathe again. There is no hurry in this corner, only velvet, wood and steam. Every chair and every window holds the edge of some old dream. Muted horns and gentle footsteps move like shadows on the floor, while the city hums in sepia just beyond the cafe door. Hear the low bass walk in circles, hear the brushes kiss the snare. Hear the windows breathe with harbor wind and candle-scented air. Nothing loud and nothing urgent, just a lantern-colored sweep of a vintage song in Lisbon, leading gently into sleep. Read a little, dream a little, let the softer minutes flow. Let the old jazz hold the evening, let the warm room slow my mind. In Lisbon time is softer and the restless world grows kind. I can read, I can dream, I can drift and breathe again. If the day becomes too crowded, let the melody remain, like a tram bell from a distance or a soft persistent rain. I will stay with these small comforts, with the cup between my hands, till the lamp glow and the moonlight fold the city into sand. Read a little, dream a little, let the softer minutes flow. Let the old jazz hold the evening, let the warm room slow my mind. In Lisbon time is softer and the restless world grows kind. I can read, I can dream, I can drift and breathe again. Stay a little longer, stay until the candle sleeps. Soft piano fading, muted trumpet answering. Brush
Hush drums like distant rain. Night settles over Lisbon.
The bell above the door rings twice on Sunday afternoon. The smell of olive oil and dried herbs that fill the room. The old man at the counter speaks to everyone in two. The language of the homeland and the language of the new. He shows you how the tomatoes feel when they are ripe, and tells you that the bread is best when made the night before the night. He wraps the cheese in paper with a phrase his mother used, and sends you home with everything you needed while confused. Everything here has a better name in Italian, he says. The provolone, the prosciutto, and the sun-dried red malaise. The Sunday afternoon Italian grocery understands that food is just a love letter delivered by the hands. His daughter runs the register and knows the prices by the heart. She grew up counting lira and converted from the start. She asks about your family like she's always known your name, because in an Italian grocery everyone is family same. By 5 o'clock the shelves are half the volume they began, and people in the neighborhood have fed their families and planned. The old man sweeps the sawdust and he hums a thing he knows. The Sunday afternoon Italian grocery gently closes. Everything here has a better name in Italian, he says. The provolone, the prosciutto, and the sun-dried red malaise. The Sunday afternoon Italian grocery understands that food is just a love letter delivered by the hands. Close the grocery gently, let the Sunday smell remain. Some places are a language that the whole block can explain.
A quiet bell from the riverside, a lace curtained room with the door half wide, porcelain light in the afternoon, and a sleepy cafe begins to bloom. In this late 1960s modern jazz cafe, Chairs remember coats and names, silver spoons and little flames of sunlight trembling on the rim of every cup filled to the brim. The waiter folds the paper thin, the room lets mellow voices in, and outside on the cobbled lane a tram goes by like gentle rain. Old facades in cream and stone hold 1,000 hours of their own, and every passing hat and glove moves as though the air were love. No one has to hurry here, time arrives and disappears, slow as cream and coffee swirled, soft as dust upon the world. This dreamy April afternoon turns every shadow into tune in the golden arrogant café, where hearts grow quiet and wanna stay. Let the roses keep their place, let the light rest on each face, by the canal where hours sway. I could live inside this day. A bicycle waits near the wall, patient in the amber fall of sunlight slipping through the trees with old cathedral dignity. Somewhere far a record plays with velvet edges, smoky grace, and the windows catch the gleam of a city dozing in a dream. I stir the sugar just once through, watch it vanish out of view, like all the worries I had brought into this room and then forgot. In the hush between the cups, all the noise of life gives up, and the smallest things appear clear as if they're meant to hear. This dreamy April afternoon turns every shadow into tune in the golden arrogant café, where hearts grow quiet and wanna stay. Let the roses keep their place, let the light rest on each face, by the canal where hours sway. I could live inside this day. Maybe joy is only this, the porcelain lip, the rose's kiss, a fragrance near a folded sleeve, a reason not to rise and leave. Maybe grace is afternoon, not too early, never noon, just the kindly hour that knows how a tired heart unwinds and glows. If tomorrow asks too much, I will answer with this touch of canal-like cafe air, and the peace still waiting there. So I gather every sign, the marble counter's patient shine, the lazy sacks beyond the door, the heel clicks on the wooden floor, the mirror with its softened gold, the stories nobody has told, the drifting steam, the linen white, the tender middle of the light. If evening comes, it may come slow, with one last gleam on cups below, but for now the room is kind and leaves the restless world behind. This dreamy April afternoon turns every shadow into tune in the golden arrogant cafe, where hearts grow quiet and wanna stay. Let the roses keep their place, let the light rest on each face, by the canal
inside this day. Stay a little afternoon. Do not hand the day too soon. Keep the canal in rose and gold. Keep the coffee warm to hold in the golden arrogant cafe, where April learns to dream and stay. Leave one song upon the air, so I can find this feeling there.
A book and a porcelain cup, a corner where the light is kind. One hand warms around the handle, one hand turns a patient line. Outside Copenhagen glimmers, bridges draw a silver seam. Inside, every page feels nearer, every note becomes a dream. A book and a porcelain cup, that is all the morning needs. A little jazz, a little shelter, a little room for slower peace. A book and a porcelain cup, and the city soft and far. Thoughts grow quiet by the window, like reflections on the harbor. The barista wipes the counter, lantern glasses warm and low. Somewhere in the back a record turns as smooth as falling snow. Let the chapter take its own time, let the trumpet fade to blue. There are days we heal by listening to the smallest things we do. A book and a porcelain cup, that is all the morning needs. A little jazz, a little shelter, a little room for slower peace. A book and a porcelain cup, and the city soft and far. Thoughts grow quiet by the window, like reflections on the harbor.
The canal reflects the lanterns in a row. Amsterdam at dusk with nowhere else to go. The bridges arch like eyebrows over streams. Jazz drifts out from cafes full of dreams. I find the corner coffee house I know, with its steamed up windows and its amber glow. The vibraphone rings softly in the back, and I hang my coat upon the wooden rack. Amsterdam evening soft and gold, jazz and water, stories told. A city built on canals and song, and this cafe is where I belong. Amsterdam evening cool and still, music drifting from the windowsill. Let the jazz play through the night, everything in Amsterdam is right. A fisherman is done with all his work and stops inside to listen in the dark. He drinks his coffee slowly with both hands and lets the trumpet take him to far lands. The pianist plays a chord that sounds like rain falling gently on the Dutch terrain. The bassist walks a line that feels like home, no matter where across this earth you roam. Amsterdam evening soft and gold, jazz and water, stories told. A city built on canals and song, in this cafe is where I belong. The bicycle bells are quiet now, the birds have found their branches, taking vows of silence for the evening's jazz to reign over every cobblestone and Amsterdam lane. Let the vibraphone ring out, that's what Amsterdam is all about. A gentle city, water deep, a melody to help you sleep. The hour grows late, the cafe fills with more, the kind of people music's always for. A student with a sketchbook draws the band, an old man taps the music with his hand. I watch the canals shimmer through the glass and think of all the evenings that have passed in the same coffee house through all the years, and all the music floating to our ears. Amsterdam evening soft and low, nowhere to hurry, nowhere to go, just the jazz and the canal below. Amsterdam, letting the music flow. Slides across the window pane, silver spoons and porcelain in the rain. A waiter moves as if he knows the tune. The city wakes beneath a pale blue noon. There's a hush between the cups and chairs, a little dream suspended in the air. In old Vienna where the coffee steams, we gather up our faded golden dreams. Soft jazz circles through the candle glow, and time walks slowly where the old trams go. A lady reads a letter by the wall. Two friends exchange a laugh, quiet
and small. The pastry case shines under amber light, and every face looks softer, warm and bright. The marble tables keep 1,000 tales of whispered names and winter-coated trails. In old Vienna, where the coffee steams, we gather up our faded golden dreams. Soft jazz circles through the candle glow, and time walks slowly where the old trams go. Planet like smoke above the room, a violin dissolving all the gloom. Outside the street is damp with gentle grace. Inside the hour lingers in this place. A clock above the mirror marks the day, but nobody is rushing far away. The pages turn, the little teaspoons chime, and every note is honeyed, slow and fine. In old Vienna, where the coffee steams, we gather up our faded golden dreams. Soft jazz circles through the candle glow, and time walks slowly where the old trams go. Goodnight to streets of stone and cafe light. Goodnight to all who linger through the night. In old Vienna, where the hours softly flow, the jazz remembers all we used to know. Across the window pane, silver spoons and porcelain in the rain. A waiter moves as if he knows the tune. The city wakes beneath the pale blue noon. There's a hush between the cups and chairs, a little dream suspended in the air. In old Vienna, where the coffee steams, we gather up our faded golden dreams. Soft jazz circles through the candle glow, and time walks slowly where the old trams go. A lady reads a letter by the wall. Two friends exchange a laugh, quiet and small. The pastry case shines under amber light, and every face looks softer, warm and bright. The marble tables keep 1,000 tales of whispered names and winter-coated trails. In old Vienna, where the coffee steams, we gather up our faded golden dreams. Soft jazz circles through the candle glow, and time walks slowly where the old trams go. Like smoke above the room, a violin dissolving all the gloom. Outside the street is damp with gentle grace. Inside the hour lingers in this place. A clock above the mirror marks the day, but nobody is rushing far away. The pages turn, the little teaspoons chime, and every note is honeyed, slow and fine. In old Vienna, where the coffee steams, we gather up our faded golden dreams. Soft jazz
circles through the candle glow, and time walks slowly where the old trams go. A lady reads a letter by the wall. Two friends exchange a laugh, quiet and small. Their pastry case shines under amber light, and every face looks softer, warm and bright. The marble tables keep 1,000 tales of whispered names and winter-coated trails. In old Vienna where the coffee steams, we gather up our faded golden dreams. Soft jazz circles through the candle glow, and time walks slowly where the old tramps go. A lady reads a letter by the wall. Two friends exchange a laugh, quiet and small. The pastry case shines under amber light, and every face looks softer, warm and bright. The marble tables keep 1,000 tales of whispered names and winter-coated trails. In old Vienna where the coffee steams, we gather up our faded golden dreams. Soft jazz circles through the candle glow, and time walks slowly where the old trams go. Good night, like smoke above.
Apricot light on Rue du Port. A little day in a little court. The chairs are set, the tablecloths gleam, and life returns like a waking dream. From the bakery across the square comes the scent of sugared air, and somewhere near the harbor line a soft old melody drifts through time. The women pass in graceful coats, the paper boy with folded notes, and every window catches fire with the calm of old desire. No one needs to rush the day. Morning asks us just to stay in the hush before the crowd, where the world is soft, not loud. There's apricot light on Rue du Port, and morning moves so calm and warm. A smile, a glance, a tiny grace, a ribbon tied in time and place. Let the low notes drift so sweet, let the river answer every beat. There's apricot light on Rue du Port, and that is all my heart is looking for. The cream dissolves inside the cup, tiny galaxies are rising up, and on the counter by the till, the clock pretends the world is still. A boat goes sliding down the lane, cutting gold through silver rain. And though the sky is pale and wide, all my peace is here beside. In the pause between the horns, in the tenderness of mornings, I can hear the city say, some beloved things will stay. There's apricot light on Rue du Port, and morning moves so calm and warm. A smile, a glance, a tiny grace, a ribbon tied in time and place. Let the low notes drift so sweet, let the river answer every beat. There's apricot light on Rue du Port, and that is all my heart is looking
looking for. Maybe joy is not a place, maybe it is gentle days, a bent cafe spoon, a woolen sleeve, a reason not to quickly leave. Maybe heaven leans this way, into cups and yesterday, into old songs someone knew, into sunlight shared by two. So I gather every sound, every warm familiar round, plates and laughter, doors and shoes, and the little morning blues. If the noon must come at last, let it come, but not too fast. For I've learned what comfort means in these pale gold in between. There's apricot light on Rue du Port, and morning moves in quiet form, a look that lingers calm and true, a city opening into blue. Let the low notes drift so sweet, let the canal keep the rhythm neat. There's apricot light on Rue du Port, and that is all my heart is looking for. Apricot light, don't fade too soon, stay a while before the noon. On Rue du Port, where mornings start like warm jazz folded through the heart.
Irene comes in at closing time, when all the stews are free. She drops a nickel in the jukebox, and she asked for C3. That song's been playing every night for going on 3 years. Nobody asks about it anymore, they just adjust their ears. The cook looks up from cleaning, and the waitress rolls her eyes. But there's a softness in the way they